Salutare și bine v-am găsit la partea a doua din Horizon Forbidden West. Haideți să continuăm să vedem ce reușim să facem în această parte. Alături de voi Aloy și Reluxes. Hai să vedem. Trebuie să vorbesc cu asta?
Shop looks closed.
Yep.
Can I still use the workbench?
I ain't gonna stop you.
Almost ready to go? Not again.
Ok, ce se întâmplă cu live-ul meu? Cred că nu merge bine netul.
How am I supposed to work with a hammer in this state?
Till oven blows that whistle, no one's working.
Bun, hai să dăm bătaie. Ce avem noi aici? Inventory. Bă, am găsit și niște ceasuri, ești nebun. A, pot să le depozitez, cred. Ia să vedem, aici îmi pot cumpăra costum, cred. De ce nu pot intra? În fine, dacă nu vrea, nu vrea. Ia, cred că avem unde ăsta de save aici. Campfire și discover. Aha. Putem să facem fast travel, am înțeles. Ok, dar se întâmplă ceva, bă, cu transmisia, nu știu ce se întâmplă. Salut! Salut, da, chiar e mișto. E foarte mișto jocul.
Sounds like you're serving up some impressive provisions here.
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oven didn't send you?
No.
Oh, my apologies. It's just that his minions won't stop pestering me. Now I've even worn out my special grill. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could skip to what it is you wanted?
Some of your food?
Of course.
How did you end up in Chainscape?
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. I was in need of work. So I got myself out here and started cooking. Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries stew before. Anyway, next thing I knew, people kept coming back. Guess they like my food. Or the ale.
Are Ulvin's people causing you problems?
Oh, yeah. They constantly demand my best, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvin discount they feel so entitled to.
And if you refuse?
I make meals. No trouble.
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him going out in the wild. Where I'm headed, I could use some of that.
I would be happy to oblige, especially since you have the decency to ask pleasantly. But my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook any of my signature dishes. I hate to think what'll happen when I'm forced to refuse Ulvin or his goons. Even if I already had the right ingredients, there's nothing I can do. Unless you can source me a temporary replacement?
What do you need?
For the ingredients.
Salut, Matei. Da, chiar are o grafică mișto. Dar totuși se putea mai bine. Adică eu unul mă așteptam să fie mai mișto grafica, sincer vă spun. Dar nu era, îți dai seama? Da, ca o comparație, că tocmai ce am jucat pe PS5 ăsta, Red Dead Redemption 2, îmi place mai mult grafica de la Red Dead Redemption 2 decât ăsta.
Don't let anyone push you around, okay?
If you say so.
Ok, asta e o misiune secundară, cred. Gen, să-i găsesc lui ăsta niște ingrediente, una alta. Ia, pot să mă joc aici.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh?
Ce joc mai moș ăsta?
I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West.
Da, chiar mi-a plăcut la God of War. Într-adevăr, n-am jucat pe PS5. Pe PS5 nu l-am jucat. Am jucat jocul în 2018 când a apărut pe PS4. Dar o să-l jucăm pe ăla nou. Cu Thor Ragnarok, când o să apară. Mă las că nu vreau să stau să mă joc. Am vrut să văd despre ce e vorba. Nu mă interesează să joc.
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
Ha! There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Da, eu am PC-ul praf, adică nu cred că mai pot să joc eu God of War pe PC. Și la grafică bună, poate pot să-l joc la minim.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Take your pick. We got bodies to bury from the bristlebacks, the work stoppage, Ulvin grating the gears about his concession decree. Hey! Weapons off the table! Don't listen to me. Nothing a cold brew and knocking some heads together can't fix eventually.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back, but realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Ce nesimțit e ăsta?
Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But I heard talk of some vanguards trying to take them down.
Did they come through here?
Stopped by briefly for supplies. Ulvind was none too pleased. Won't be able to crank it to his advantage once the bristlebacks are gone.
But how could bristlebacks and a Daunt help Ulvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Ulvind has taken to blaming the Karja for him. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
So about Ulvind.
Around here, everything's about Ulvind.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
Hai că... Aoleu, stai că mai puteam să o întreb ceva, ok.
Thanks for the drink, Petra.
Mai apăruse ceva acolo. În fine.
Anytime, Flamehair.
Ce gen pot să mai ia?
So what's new?
This concession decree. What is it exactly? And how would it
Ca
help
să
Ulvind?
fie totul bine, știi?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
Să aflăm tot ce știe
A writ
Petra.
that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvind has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Ok, de data asta chiar trebuie să plec, hai.
It was good to see you.
Pa, Petra.
And you, Flamehair. Don't be a stranger.
Ne mai auzim.
Even the savior of Meridian needs a challenge.
You hear about that traveling Osram troop? Join them if they could.
You're showing that mug of yours in public again.
Cred că e vorba, mi-apare aia, e vorba de misiunea aia secundară cu bucătarul ăla.
We are on the same side here, Ulvind. The bristlebacks threaten us.
We all know it was the Karja who let the bristlebacks into the valley. Sent them straight through the gates of Barren Light.
That is
Even the savior needs some battle practice.
Took you long enough.
Nu, cumva trebuie să ies de aici, cred că trebuie să ies de aici, din campul ăsta. Pot să o fac pe aici? Da. Nu vreau să stau momentan de misiuni secundare. O să fac eu și misiuni secundare, dar nu acum. Băi, pentru mine merită PS5, adică cum n-am mai vrut să investesc în PC, merită.
Where are you off to? It's always something. Hold tight. I'll see what I can do.
Try luring them into the tripwire.
Da, am înțeles. Deci trebuie să bag... Dar cred că e vorba de ăla mare. Sau nu? E vorba de ăsta? Mă, vin încoa. Să vedem ce pot face acele capcane. Ce, mă, nu mai ai văzut? Aici sunt. Mai ai văzut acum? Te paralizează puțin. Mișto. Oh, mai avem încă unul. Oleu, mai mulți. Hey! Da, mă, nu fi nervos, mă.
Much better. That's the last one.
Voi vă puneți cu aloi.
Come on over. Let me give thanks proper like. I see you're a practiced hunter. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. Took down that bristleback, headed south. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass, as they do. Then another bristleback ran through. I'm telling you, it's crazy around here.
So the vanguard went south?
Probably. This whole valley is swarming with them. The vanguard seemed dead set on getting rid of them.
I see.
Hold on there, Red. If you're gonna go chasing across the Daunt, you're gonna want a tripcaster.
Oh,
Just any
nice.
Tripcaster. One of my make. Free of charge.
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance of, well, accidents.
Did something happen in Chain Scrape?
Well, like someone.
I don't follow.
There's this sack of wet dirt, Olvend. Thinks he's the Elderman of Chain Scrape. Got half the town treating him as such. Back when I had a place in town, he took a real interest in my wares. Kept pressing for the Olvend discount. I said no. He didn't like that so much. I can't prove it, but that chuff bucket set my workshop on fire. Felt it best to put some distance between us after that.
Cable car operator told me the bristlebacks just appeared yesterday. Do you know anything about them?
How is old Karn? Back in the day, me and him got into all sorts of trouble. There was this one time that...
Anything about the bristlebacks?
No. Karn said true. Just showed up and ran amok. Lucky for me, I've got you and the Vanguard swooping in time to save my backside.
I should get going. Thanks for the tripcaster.
While you're blasting bristlebacks, I think I'll head down to the hunting grounds. Did you know they have a tripcaster trial? Come by later if you want to try it out.
Maybe. After I get things under control. So Aaron headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus.
Deci mai avem o asta nouă acum. Asta. Să vedem dacă îi dăm de urmă lui ăla.
There's tracks headed up the hill. Errands? My focus can help me follow them. Okay, what do we have in here? There's some kind of relic in there. How to reach it?
Cum ajung la ea? Aoleu! Nu, ce mă lua? Taur, mă, e taur, mă, tată. A, pe aici mă trebuie să...
Looks like this door needs some kind of key.
Avem nevoie de o cheie.
There's one on the room.
E cineva care se luptă cu... Cred că ăla e.
Let's do it.
Nice.
It's a ruin from the old world. But I could find something interesting inside.
Deci am nevoie de cheie, dar chestia e că trebuie să o găsesc. Că știu că am nevoie de din asta de porc. Cum intru acum? Na, în niciun caz. Aha.
Some data survived. There's a code for the locked door in this data.
Ah, nice.
But I still need to find a key module. That's no good. Can't use the pullcaster on that.
E cumva pe partea cealaltă, cred că da, și n-am observat. Ah, ia să vedem. Chestia e că trebuie să dau ăla jos acum.
should be useful.
Da, bă. Bă, ești nebun? Nice.
Okay, gotta find a key for the door.
Deci totuși n-am găsit cheia. Că vreau să mă duc să iau și chestul ăla. Mișto puzzle-urile, chiar mișto. Ha, mă, aloi, ce naiba? Nu, dar nu pot. O să nu spică. Și pe asta pot să... Da. Ha, ha, ha. Nice. Bă.
There's more of the ruin down here.
Ce avem noi aici?
Where to now?
Să căutăm bine, să nu ratăm cumva cheia. Înseamnă că trebuie să mă oprești. Oh shit.
I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up.
Ce cumva să meargă să ducă asta acolo? No, nu prea merge să fac chestia asta. Aha. Și am o zi, mă, așa. Mișto. Și fii atent că a fost aici. Parcă am știut. Aloi, ce naiba? Așa.
Okay. Now where does this lead?
Cred că asta e cheia. Da, am găsit-o.
A key module.
Super. Aoleu, porcu. Am tăiat porcul. Treci, mă, coaca, am nevoie de astea ale tale. De cărniță, de piele, de...
Okay. Let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code too.
Păi avem și codul, că știu că ai zis tu că l-ai găsit. Aoleu, pe ce? Stai să dau exit, că trebuie să intru să văd. Stai că nu știu, aici o fi? Nu. Aici. Ăsta e? Da. Hai să vedem. Este! Woohoo! Ce avem noi aici?
What is this thing? I'll hold on to it for now. Figure out what to do with it later.
Nu mai am loc. Ba da.
It's for my stash when I need it.
Băi, e mișto că uite că am făcut chestia asta aici. Deci a fost mai plictisitor. Dar am câștigat 2 puncte, frate. Am 6 de-astea să fac update. Mamă, dar sunt foarte multe, bă. Nu pot să le fac astea, că nu... Wow, ce tare! Pot să car mai multe de-astea. Dacă iau asta. Și uite, așa s-au dus punctele mele. Deci dacă vorbesc cu asta îmi dă o... A, nu, trebuie să-l ajut pe ăsta. Mamă, de când stă ăsta aici? Bă, n-am știut, mă, ce vrei.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Well, here to escort Wadis's delicate behind to the embassy.
If we can get rid of these bristlebacks.
Captain said to keep an eye on Chainscrape, then these ugly lugs showed up.
Gave the first one a good beating.
But didn't quite have time to roll out of the way when it fell.
Told you it wasn't a good idea to eat that much before heading out.
I should probably get going.
Now, if you see any more of these bristlebacks...
I'll make sure to roll out of their way.
Might want to take some of these with you as well. They're handy in a pinch.
Thanks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
Bă, îmi pare bine că v-am ajutat. Uite, mi-au dat niște bombe de-astea cu fum. E bun, 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 bun. Acum pot să iau 14 de-astea. Bă, dar face slide destul de mult. Vreau să încerc aceste săgeți. Nu-i face mare lucru. Ce mi-a dat-o, bă? Ce mi-a dat-o, bolangiu? Trebuie să ajung chiar printr-un camp din ăsta să fac un update la gentuța aia unde ține aia chestii, că am mai luat cred că ce-mi trebuie ca să craftez mai multe de ale. Fast Travel Pack.2. Ok, deci cred că probabil pot să folosesc ăsta și să fac fast travel, știi? Ca să nu fiu nevoit să mă duc la un din ăla de foc. Am înțeles. Interesant. Stai mă că m-am depărtat de la misiune. Bitter leaf mai trebuie, uite am 3 din 5, deci mai am nevoie de 2 și bitter leaf, dar nu știu ce e ăla.
I can get it from my stash later.
Aha, uite, vezi ce e alea. Fără să vreau am descoperit.
Let's see where this leads.
Raccoon. Treci mă încoacă, am nevoie de tine.
There. It should be enough wild meat for Moldov.
Se aude ceva pe aici. Se luptă cineva.
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight.
Da. Cred că e tipul nostru. Da, cred că el e. Da, da, uite-mă, pe ăsta-l știu. Da, bă. Uite-l.
This is what I was forged for.
These bristlebacks are everywhere.
No boring mid-afternoon patrols. Just a hammer. Just the fight.
Ce faci?
Aloy?
Erend!
N-avea cum să fie așa de simplu întâlnirea noastră. Așa de simplă. Și acum trebuie să mă lupt eu cu el. Mie îmi spui?
Stay where you are. I'll handle the rest.
Nu mă ocup eu cum? Păi da.
Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows. Here we go.
Like hammer to metal.
Bă, ești nebun, l-am omorât deja pe ăla? Sunt foarte bune astea cu acid. Wow, leu. No ammo. Nu craftez eu ammo de asta acum, cum? E trecem cu am. What the fuck?
Okay, better.
Ah, ia uite-l mă și pe ăsta. Măi, pitiric. Uite-l mă. Cam asta a fost. De ce mai tremur, mă? Mi sper că a zis ceva că la astea, la roboții ăștia mari, după ce îi omor, pot să găsesc ceva important cu care pot să fac ceva update-uri și astea la arme. Ce e aici? Pot să iau asta? Ce e asta? No. Dar cred că pot să fac ceva. Că dacă era nu zicea, nu merge.
Caught me in my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
This, who needs ribs? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the dump just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy to happen, so I can head west. Erend, what I did at the Spire, what we did, it didn't end the threat. It just slowed it down.
E gândit foarte bine jocul, adică povestea, continuarea, chiar foarte mișto.
I mean, yeah, not the threat's not over part. That's not so great. But hey, whatever you're up against, your spear, my hammer, just like old times.
Erend, I need the embassy now. I can't wait for you to heal.
Couple of days rest, if that.
Actually, even if you weren't hurt, what I have to do, it's better if I do it alone.
Alone? That figures.
Errand! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
This just keeps getting better. Listen, I'll go to Barren Light, get patched up. If you want this embassy to happen, we're gonna need this sun priest, Studius Wadis.
Oh.
Îl știm, e o panoram.
Valley of Bristlebacks, then send Wadis to Barren Light. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of like a goodbye.
I'm sorry?
You? Sorry? Yeah, that'd be a first.
Where is this coming from?
Ăla se tot mișcă, uite-te și tu la el.
Forget it, yeah. It's nothing.
It sounds like something.
All right, fine. Now, after the battle at the Spire, you took off, you left without so much as a handshake.
I mean, people like me, we fought and bled at your side, Aloy. You just disappear? What kind of person does that?
Mă.
Erend, look. I'm sorry it wasn't easy for you when I left. And I know it's not easy now, but what I've been doing... Life on Earth is in danger, and only I can save it.
Your life on Earth?
Yeah. Everything dies unless I succeed.
Dacă nu reușim să facem ceva, tot o să moară, tu nu înțelegi?
There's no machine to fight, no bad guy to kill. What I've got to do, I can't even explain it. Not even to people I care about.
Oh, so much for being useful. Okay.
Errand! By the forge.
I guess that's my cue.
Maybe I should go with you to Barren Light.
No, hey, you're needed elsewhere. Obviously. We'll make it without you.
Te-ai supărat.
That doesn't sound good.
What?
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Mă, ce-a fost asta? Da, puțin aiurea. Păi i-a dat iar pe aia doi, că i-am omorât naibii. Acum i-a dat iar. No.
There's the quarry Thurles mentioned.
Deci asta se auzea mai devreme. Aoleu-s doi! Și s-a dus capcana mea. Ce să-i ajut pe ăștia, ce să fac acum?
One less machine.
Unul s-a dus. O face chestia. What the fuck?
Incoming.
O, da, sunt foarte mulți, ești nebun la cap. Poate intră vreun. Hai că a intrat. Oh, nice! L-am omorât.
Another one down. Gotta get more ammo.
Nice!
One less machine.
Încă una. What? Fugi! Ultima mea bombă. Nice!
Another one down.
Nu pot să mai craftez niciuna. Ba, ba, da! Ah, nu, am schimbat eu pe viață. Nice.
There. Quarry's safe.
Super. Pe ce-mi trebuie? Blessed paste de asta, ok. Păi n-am așa ceva.
I can grab this from my stash later.
I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew working on?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our barren light. But the work stoppage and the bristlebacks cut us short. Never seen those blasted things in a dump before. Where in Forge Fire did they come from?
I'm not sure. At least not yet. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that might actually be possible today.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Wadis the good news. And maybe this embassy can finally happen.
Ia să vedem că avem un campfire Pe aici, în apropiere. Uite și mapa pentru prima dată când o accesez. Avem o grămadă de chestii de descoperit, de... Pa. Bă, dar nu mai găsi verdeață de aia. Pomișor de ăla. Aveam nevoie de el. Uite, cred că ăla e. Da. Mai am nevoie de unul. Chestia e că nu mai văd niciunul pe aici. What? Planta asta cred că e destul de importantă, că o găsești numai în apă. Bun, am craftat tot ce ne trebuie. Mă enervează puțin că nu pot să... Nu pot să găsesc pomișori din nou. Aoleu! Cumva pe aici? A, uite, uite, uite că am găsit. Nice. A, ăsta e, pentru bucătar, mă, asta. Păi, hai să ne întoarcem la bucătar. Dacă tot te-am găsit ce trebuie. A făcut slide-ul până în apă.
Time to get Wadis to Baronlight.
Drinks later?
Ah, hello again. How goes your search?
Ți-am găsit ale.
What did you need to make your signature dish?
A corrugated metal panel, for starters. I can use it until I get another groove griddle forged. You could probably pull one out of a scrounger's scrap pile northeast of here.
Nu e, mă, stai că nu e pentru asta. Nu e pentru asta.
And for the dish itself, some wild meat and a handful of bitter leaf stems. Then I can get cooking.
Sau o fi. E că dacă erai, le dădea.
Right.
Da, m-am înșelat.
The shop's for Osram only.
You wanted to speak to me?
Well, you know better than anyone it's a dangerous world out there, and not just against machines. Name's O'Dirk. This here's my training pit. Best place to practice close combat this side of the Forbidden West. Say, I wonder who'd win in a fight. You, the savior of Meridian, champion of the East, or the Enduring, master of the West.
Who?
The Enduring, a legendary Tenakth fighter, the master of masters. I've heard the Tenakth have training pits just like this one. It's how the warriors get so fierce, see? And only the very best from the pits get to train with the Enduring.
So, to find the Enduring, I should look for these training pits if I'm ever out that way?
You'll have to go far if you do. The Tenakth are split into 3 clans. 3 clans, 3 capitals, 3 training pits. My guess is you'd have to beat all of them if you want to train with the Enduring. If the Tenakth don't kill you on sight, that is. But that's a far spark in the wind. As for right now, I also offer challenges to test your fighting skill.
Who would I be fighting exactly? You?
Well, I know you're the savior and all, but you have to beat all the others first to challenge me. Rules are rules. We only use dual blades and practice arrows, mind. These drunken fools would run themselves through otherwise. You'll have to leave everything but your spear and practice arrows at the gate. But I'll look after your gear, not to worry. So, what do you say? Up for some training?
I might be.
That's what I like to hear.
Deci pot să mă antrenez. Dar nu acum, tată.
We are on the same side here, Olmut. The bristlebacks threaten us all. Oh, block me out.
How goes it, Harry?
Why, you twins?
Eu nu pot să fac nimic la asta. Dau, dar nu mi-apare nimic.
Shop's closed, Red.
Cum o să fie închis?
Welcome to use the workbench.
Ca să fac aici mai am nevoie de... Da, am consumat aia, uite, puteam să fac la arc, băga mea picior. Am dat prea multe de alea la asta. Asta-i. Era mai bine să fac la arc, că nu prea folosesc asta, dar nu se știe. Deci pot să o las din chestiile astea, cred că aici. Da. Sunt foarte multe chestii de făcut. Dar nu mai știu cum îmblânzeam animalele, că știu că puteai să le îmblânzești și să mergi pe ele, știi, să le călărești. Că până acum n-am făcut chestia asta, că a călărit aloi singură, da. Dar știu că puteam să îmblânzim noi animalele astea, roboți. Cred că am venit după preotul ăla. Avem nevoie de el. Uleu, nu e bine. Trebuie pe aici, o. Trebuie să o pe aici. Nu-mi place că sunt mulți din ăștia pe aici. Maginită la gat. What? Nu, 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 nu. Da, stai că nu înțeleg unde e asta. Pe aici pe undeva e misiunea noastră. Mamă, frate! Băi, ești nebun la cap. Treci încoa, că am nevoie. Trebuie să strâng niște metale, probabil trebuie să-i omor pe ăștia. Probabil chiar trebuie să mă lupt cu ei. Dar sunt prea mulți, mă. Se rupe că e distanța prea mare. Nu, trebuie să iau de-astea. Cred. Cred că de la ăștia trebuie să iau totuși ceva. Ah, cred că aici. Cred că despre asta e vorba. Hei! Ce mi-a făcut bulangiu? Unde ieșim? Da, mă, deci trebuie să-i omor pe toți ca să caut aici piesele alea. Aici cred că trebuie să caut.
I have everything I need,
Da.
Good thing too. I can use a decent meal. Well, won't have to worry about running out.
Deci până la urmă chiar trebuia să mă lupt cu ei. Capcană cu acid, mișto. Unknown.
Find this in my stash later.
E undeva pe sus. Să nu spui că poți să vii aici. Uite cum face. Oleu, asta chiar a venit. Ești nebun? Ha.
Damn it!
Nu, dar chiar nu cred că îmi face nimic aia. Momentan. Nu că stă pe loc. Ia să o las eu în pace. Eu până acum am atacat numai cu R1. Da, puteam să atac și R2. Ok. Where are you, my friend? Să vedem dacă mai pot să mai fac update-ul. Tu n-ai deschis nici acum? Bă, cine mă, tu mereu ai închis? Așa? Nice. Super. Deci cât mai multe animale și cât mai multe chestii. Ok, asta oricum pot să le craftez și așa, știi? Păi asta e, mă, eu am luat ăsta. Despre asta a fost vorba.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Ha, mă, gătește.
Wow. Mildif, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
Da, nice.
It might be a good idea to stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Elder's cooking up.
Ce faci, mă, nebunule
The way
aici?
Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When I've
says...
cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
Well, I shall not be moving anywhere until the whistle has sounded. If it is not safe for them, then it is not safe for me.
Fine. I'll make sure the whistle gets blown, and then I'll be back.
Hear that? We're not leaving yet. Unpack the cart!
No. I'll be right back. Don't get comfortable.
As if that
E nebun rău de tot ăsta.
Petra mentioned Olvind is supposed to be in charge around here. Guess I should talk to him to get the whistle blown.
We are on the same side here, Ulvund. The bristle.
What do you want, Ulvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, you think I can be bought? If you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soldiers remove the bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what auspicious timing. Might we discuss a matter of importance to the Sundom?
We might. Later.
Very well. I shall be waiting.
So, the savior herself. Walloper of Derval, gutter of youth.
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your beauty and heroics, my fierce lady warrior. Ulvund Freeholder, at your service. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be needed elsewhere.
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Why, by the forge. Ah. Greater gears for greater matters. Guess that means you'll be moving on.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my... saviorly attention.
Ah, the bristlebacks, of course. Got to get rid of them if you want that embassy to take place. Well, let's get to it, hey? And off you go.
Not so fast. You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Karja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal we deserve, I'm not risking Oseram lives.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not my decree. It's on behalf of all the good Oseram laborers of this land who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Karja reap the rewards. All we're asking for is the ability to share in this prosperity for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions to this community, of course.
If Chainscrape is on Karja land, shouldn't a Karja be in charge? Who appointed you?
The sensibilities of good Oseram folk, of course. You
Cam
think
hoț
Karja can head this whole venture? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I've been with Chainscrape from the beginning.
Salut, Gabriel.
I'm practically its founder, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chainscrape. Somehow I doubt that.
Practically founded, I said. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of tents in Barren Light's shadow. I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say chain scrape is what it is thanks to me.
Oh, so you're not just standing around and profiting off everyone else?
Not at all. Sure, I make a little return on my investment here and there, but my main priority, as it was from the beginning, is to look after the well-being of these honest, working Osran.
You don't seem to have a high opinion of the magistrate?
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer in hand, I was. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden of leadership forced me to set it aside. The Carja risk nothing, while demanding that good Osram gamble with their lives out there. Someone had to step up and say no more.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to confirm the kills.
Mă să mor tu. Dacă îți spun eu că i-am omorât pe toți, e tot ok. Hai, mă.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives we're talking about here. Surely the delay...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Mă, tu te pui cu ăloi.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, gather round. The savior of Meridian has done it again. What? The bristlebacks are defeated. You. What? Sound the whistle. Chain scrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And Ulvund has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Ce a făcut?
That's more like it.
Yeah. Woo.
Ha-ha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah.
Oh, mă, că o să scap de mine. Ho. A, gata, mă, e ăsta, ia să vedem. În sfârșit. A, deci trebuia să sufle prin chestia aia ca să dea semnalul că s-a eliberat, nu mai avem din aia roboți de aia periculoși prin zonă și acum lucrează și ăsta. Deci pot să vând. Cu... Nu l-aș lua pe ăsta. Dacă tot pot să-l iau. Super. Deci pot să vă cumpăr arcuri. Ți-am luat un arc cu care pot trage cu săgeți de foc acum. E mișto. Super. A, și la ăsta pot acum.
practical choice.
Olven must be.
Să vedem ce de-astea să mai luăm. Hai să deschidem și aici, că aici n-am deschis nimic. A, uite, dacă mai fac una, îmi deblochează asta. Deci care e treaba? Cum îmi iau ăla? Cum îl iau? Pe ăsta l-am eu acum și pe ăsta l-am cumpărat? Da. Nice. Trebuie să ne întoarcem la preot. Bă, dacă nici acum nu mergi.
You heard the whistle. Time to go.
Ai auzit, da? Că s-a fluierat, da?
I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
Hai!
I'm off to Barren Light Waddies. Like Aloy said, captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Ne vedem acolo, pretenaș. Mamă, ce are ăsta de cărat, ești nebun.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway.
Nice.
If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first.
Mamă, câte misiuni secundare, frate. Ce mă aici pentru mine? Ce e aici pentru mine? Că nu găsesc. Hai, asta e asta cu jocul ăsta. Ăla cu acele solițe cu antrenamentul, cu concursul, ok. Și la asta aș mai putea să mai fac, cred. Hai să vedem despre ce e vorba la asta. Supe ale. Deci pot să cumpăr. Dar cred că e ceva gen, uite, îți crește viața. Deci gen, cred că cumpăr, da, le cumpăr, mă. Deci le cumpăr și dacă le mănânc, gen când mă lupt cu vreun robot din ăla mare, îmi crește viața, tot felul de chestii. Very rare, ok. Uite, boost stamina. Pentru 3 minute. Nu, prea se merită să plătesc pentru așa ceva. Dar e bine că acum știu despre ce e vorba. Am înțeles, mișto. Hai să ne vedem de misiunile noastre. Oricum, ce sunt mai multe misiuni secundare. Hai să o luăm și pe asta. Ne-a deschis asta.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so I don't spook the herd.
Aha, da, mă, uite că merge să fac chestia aia. Să-i îmblânzesc. Să pot să-i călăresc. Și nu știam eu, mi-adusesem eu aminte, da. What? E cam departe, știi?
Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. And carvage a horn. Well, that means the embassy's starting soon.
Pot să-l repar.
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Bun, un alt din ăsta, camp, ok, putem să luăm mâncărică și tot ce ne trebuie. Uite-i pe ăștia, mă, frate, se antrenează aici. Mamă, nu mai am dale. Nu pot să mai fac nimic, că nu mai am. Mi se pare că... Mi se pare că pot să vând astea, nu? De-astea. Uite. Used for sealing for metal shard. Uite, vezi, și îți dă de-astea. Super. Mă gândeam că pot să fac altceva cu ele, dar nu, frate, dacă nu pot să fac Nu am nevoie. Păi dacă am nevoie de astea. Adică sper să nu greșesc, să fac vreo greșeală, gen... Poate făceam... Machine parts from... Ok, da. Deci, nu e, scrie aici. Dacă zice că îl folosești pentru a-l vinde pentru de-astea, îl vinzi pentru metal shard de-astea. Dacă nu, le ținem acolo. Uite, upgrading weapon. Ok. Deci la astea nu ne băgăm, că uite, scrie la toate astea le folosim pentru așa ceva, nu putem să le dăm. Uite, ăsta craftez, bam, bam, bam. Am înțeles, ok.
There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
Ce faci, mă, te-ai îmbătat?
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd to shut up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Bă, mersi de sfat. Ne mai auzim.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one
errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Uite-l pe ăsta.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar.
Ce bucan ce are.
The second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the North?
Și gărzile alea la
I'm here
fel.
for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't.
Bă, mă lași.
Orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
Ha, mă, du-mă la el ca să mă lase să trec.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians? Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Peda?
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Ce bulangiu este? Nu știu ce să aleg. Că aștept? Dar nu mă...
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough.
Păi da, am așteptat destul.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Tu crezi că eu fac ce zici tu? Oh, a venit prietenașul. A venit Varl. Varl.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do. Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off. You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys.
Așa, mă.
Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian? It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe
Nice.
told us about the Tanakh. We need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Ho-ho. Ne întâlnim cu unul dintre triburi. Ca zis ăla că-s 3.
That is the line between east and west. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Oh, ăsta e ăla care a fost răpit.
Avad always was polite.
Hmm.
I'll Now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Deci ăsta până la urmă a fost răpit, dar nu i-a făcut nimic, știi? Adică s-a dat de partea lui ăștia. Eu tind să cred că noi suntem de partea celor care nu trebuie. Probabil ăștia, de partea lor ăștia ar trebui să fim. Cine știe, vom vedea.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive.
Ce tare.
Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. more than they should. I can't blame the Tanakh for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tanakh, especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekarro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace, and now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekarro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people.
Ce v-am zis? Deci până la urmă s-ar putea să fie ăștia mai buni. S-ar putea să fim de partea lor pe viitor. Cine știe ce vom afla.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
Că ei au spus altceva despre ei, știi? Dar nu e chiar așa, a zis ăsta.
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the 2 of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Deci ne-a dat cuțitul ăla și cu ăsta putem călători pe aici, fără să avem probleme. În caz că avem probleme, le arătăm cuțitul și o să-și dea seama că cineva de la ei ne-a lăsat să... Uite și pe alții.
Marshals.
Uite-l.
It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Deci nu toți sunt de acord.
The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Ma.
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja.
Asta e una care se opune.
Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Ma.
Lancers, form up.
Oh my god.
They're riding machines.
Ești nebun.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Ăla s-a dus cu E. Că na, el era de acolo. Dar mă gândeam că nu o să se ducă. Ma. Mamă, frate, ăștia se omoară între ei. De fapt, două clanuri au fost de acord cu chestia asta. Dar asta n-a fost. Și asta chiar e periculoasă. Ma.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Ăsta merita oricum.
Karja! Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't have a shot!
Ma. Ăsta e destul de șmecher. Sper să nu moară. A murit. Mă gândeam că o să supraviețuiască și o să ne ajute. Ma.
Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Nu luptăm noi? Cum? Păi da.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
fight! I gotta take out the machine riders on the field.
Băi, ești nebun. Ce greu e, frate. Ma. I-au omorât pe toți, frate. Bă, ești nebun? Ma. Ma. Doar noi doi. M-au omorât, bă, ești nebun. Am uitat să mai mănânc și eu bomboane de-alea. Fructe de-alea. Am uitat să mai mănânc și aia mi-a fost. Nice. Ia vină, mă, ăla e, mă. Nu fi nesimțit. Stai mă, ce fac mă, și-o trag cu aia. Dacă i-am făcut manevra. Asta e aia. A, nu. Nu e. Cred că e ăla mare.
Outlanders, I'll skin you both. Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Ce, mă lupt cu ăsta? Uite-l! Ce ai făcut, bobiță? Uita ce de-alea șmechere are. Și scută alea. Aoleu. Primul meu boss.
I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield. Need to break its guard.
Uuu.
Gotta take down that shield. There, now's my chance. Give it up.
Aoleu.
Generated.
Ești nebun, se regenerează. Scutul. Păi... Aoleu! Băi, ești bolangiu. Na, n-am nicio șansă. Ah! Trebuie să folosesc atacul ăsta la. Tu te pui cu mine. Tu n-ai auzit de mine. Nebunule.
Turn. Come down here and face me.
No. It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today.
Corect. Mi se pare normal.
Mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru.
Ma. Hai că încă n-au murit ăștia. A, ăla a murit. Aoleu, prietenașul meu, varul e rănit.
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
Da, ne întoarcem la fort aici. Gata cu pacea.
It's salvage time, boys.
Ăștia au venit să ia chestii de la roboți. Mă gândeam eu că vine să ia chestiile lui ăsta. Nice! Un fel de parașută și scut.
Aloy, we're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Peshav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt?
Cred că da.
How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Mamă, câte întrebări.
Peshav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Peshav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Peshav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
Chiar că a fost nașpa, ăla săracul a fost răpit, a stat lângă ăștia și a murit așa, aiurea.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad. about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nazar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken at the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Asuram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates
Dacă
will
am
always
vorbit
be
destul.
open to you should you wish to return.
Chiar că ai de vorbit în jocul ăsta. Adică când stai de vorbă cu un caracter, stai. Nu prea sunt genul, dar dacă și înregistrez, mă gândesc să vorbească tot ce e de vorbit. Adică dacă ar fi cineva vreodată să vadă și îl interesează, îți dai seama. Adică într-adevăr găsești, afli multe chestii, știi? Dar nu prea sunt eu genul să stau să... Bun, avem un foc de ăsta pe aici ca să facem un save. Și o să ne cam oprim cu această parte. Chiar e mișto jocul. Chiar e mișto. Acum avem și chestia asta. Nice. Super. Bun, deci cam atât cu această parte. Sper că v-a plăcut. Eu am fost Relixes și v-am salutat. Pa, pa!
It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders.